Hey now, y'all. Good afternoon, good morning, whatever the hell it is. I always get a little discombobulated after a night flight and then a morning show the next day, but I think it is still morning technically, so let me raise my still hot cup of coffee as I say cheers, y'all. Great to have you on board. Another Polymac Particle. Yeah, Tony. Yeah, clink mugs, clink. Let me take a nice sip here. Hold on.
Boom. Boom. And also, I love to say, Ian Weiland says, it's like we all slept here. What's up, y'all? Totally.
No, that's what I mean. That's why I like that Grateful Dead lyric. Feels like I've been here before. Does feel like I've been here before. By the way, Tony, real quick, I always want to say that the Polymac Particle Show is a community. There's no question about that. From your Low Stees to your Don Peraltas, your Mark Graves, your Bradley 84s, your Ragses, on and on it goes. So the show, there's like a show that goes on before our show starts, and that's the comments line just starts mixing it up. So I looked over there today and I just saw something I want to shout out. Scarlet Fire, our girl Bonnie, I believe I saw this because it scrolls so fast. If you don't catch it once, you're going to miss it forever. But I think I saw Scarlet Fire say she's got a child graduating Gonzaga this weekend. So if that's accurate, Bonnie, congratulations. I just went through the whole thing myself last weekend. It's get ready. Bring a hanky, man. Bring a hanky. There's going to be some waterworks. I guarantee it. Because you start thinking about, didn't I just drive this kid home from the hospital a couple of weeks ago when he was this big? Wasn't Creative Tony just driving my kids to day camp like 2 weeks ago? Now my son's walking around with a college diploma. It's pretty crazy. So, Bonnie, congratulations to you. And, there she goes. Yes, thank you. You're very welcome. Have a great weekend. And definitely pack a couple of tissues. I'm already crying, she says. I get it. Where do you see your... Yes.
I was going to say, on that note, we're going to get to the mailbag tomorrow. We're going to wrap up the week with the PMP mailbag, and I want to thank Bonnie. I want to thank Dom. I want to thank Ian. I want to thank William Helmer. He sent in his leg bong. Mark Graves.
Okay.
Ray sent in pics. Who else? NorCal HVAC and Refrigeration. Patty's, a few others too. Jessica, Sylvia. These people all sent stuff in, so we want to show them to the show tomorrow. Bonnie, I got your style, your Grateful Dead jersey. She has a Grateful Dead jersey I'm going to show tomorrow on the show. So thank you, everybody, at pollyspod at gmail.com if you want to email us, if you want to send us anything. pollyspod at gmail.com.
Okay, thank you, Creative Tony. Now, we had a great night flight last night. Thanks to everybody for coming by. And by the way, I cannot wait to get a good look at that leg bonk from the Mad Hatter up in Oregon. That's awesome. Hey, a couple of quick things. We're going to have to follow the Jimmy Page template today. Remember I was telling you a couple of weeks ago, Jimmy Page described Led Zeppelin's music as loose but tight.
Yes.
Loose but tight, which I love because Zeppelin is loose, but they're also very tight. So, Tony, we got to go Jimmy Page today. We got to keep it very, very tight. And I'm going to tell you guys why. I don't want anybody to think we're shortchanging you ever in terms of minutes and bonus minutes on the show. But in order for Tony and I to give you guys the best possible, Rags, listen to me. I got a reason here, man. Rags is already going, F that. There's no tightening allowed. Let me explain. Allow me to retort. The reason Tony and I have to do a tight show today is because we actually have a meeting in the city that starts at 1:00. So we got to end this thing at noon, get changed into some proper clothes, and then zip into the city. And the meeting, I can't get too specific right now, but I can tell you this. The meeting involves myself, Creative Tony, and I'm just going to go ahead and say a high-level guy in local media. And the ultimate goal here is to make this show and take it to another level. We're having a great time with this thing, but I think we can actually bump it up a notch or two or three. And that's what the meeting is about today. I'm going to keep it vague. When it's time to follow up on that and get more specific, I definitely will. But we got to end at 1:00 today. You know what, dude? I love you and hate you all at the same time. Now, here's the thing, Tony. One, you've been denying me the explosions for far too long. You got to sprinkle them throughout every show, not just once in a while. I need explosions daily. Number two, I haven't heard Deutsche in a while, bro. Where's my Tekashi theme song? For the love of God. Do I go Tekashi before I start talking Dr. Matt Young, or do you want to do it after?
Yeah, so hang on 1 second. I'm gonna take over for a second here. So okay.
Thank you.
So, Paulie, we have to be loose but tight because
I don't know if we'll have enough time.
And we say,
I don't know if we're gonna have enough time.
To Jimmy Page.
Damn, Jimmy.
Okay. Yeah. And then Zaza Pachulia says it's always Zaza Pachulia is a mantra. And today, for us to be loose / tight, it's not going to be easy, Paulie.
Nothing easy. Nothing easy.
Okay, so that's right there. And then Paulie, sports flash. Because last night we talked about Father Chris Finch, the head coach of the Minnesota Timberwolves. He has not been named the new pope. Father Chris Finch is not the new pope, but But we do have a new pope. The white smoke has been bellowing in the skies of Italy. Over St. Peter's Basilica, and so we do have a new pope, and he's an American dude. He's Father Prevost, I think is how you pronounce
out of
his
Chicago,
name.
Dude. We drafted him out of Chicago. The papal draft is now complete. He's a first rounder. This guy's a first rounder. We got him out of Chicago. And by the way, Tony, I just thought of my first ever. This is a one and done. I hope you guys enjoy this. It's a one-time only Polymac Particle song parody tribute to the new Pope. Ready, Tony? And I just got inspired from you. We're going to do this one time. He's an American Pope. Dun, 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 dun. He's an American Pope. He's coming to your town. He's going to party down. He's an American Pope. Bam, bam, jack, buckle, bam, bam. Great track anyway. American band, American Pope. Very nice. Congratulations. Tony, I want to talk to you about Dr.
Sorry, buddy. I apologize.
Okay,
sorry, buddy.
I love it. Thank you. Come on. You're an alpha beta. I know, exactly. You're an alpha beta. Yeah, man. I think it could go on forever, dude. I'd love to hear the extended jam version of the Tekashi theme song. But in the meantime, thank you, Tony, very much. We're going to talk Warriors, Timberwolves game 2 at great length today. Giants off today, by the way. They'll be in Minnesota tomorrow. So a lot of Warrior talk today, a couple other NBA notes. We also want to set up the music assignment for tomorrow. And we got to do bookmarks, Tony. There's so much stuff I've been jamming in there that's specific to tonight. So we're going to get to all of that.
We got to do Close in the Attic too, because I've got something in honor of Jazz Fest.
Close in the Attic. Okay, Dr. Matt Young. I'm talking about Dr. Matt Young, DDS. This is my guy. This is my dentist for over a decade right here in San Francisco. He's down on Post Street, right on Union Square. And I got to tell you, he's been in practice for 25 years. If you listen to KMBR, the Murph and Mac show, I told many Dr. Matt Young stories on the air when I was working with Murph, because I had so many procedures. And the reason I had so many procedures was a result of my own negligence. I didn't go to the dentist for a long time. Big mistake, kids. Big mistake. Don't try this at home. So when I got to Dr. Matt Young and I finally met him, he was like, bro, what are you doing here? Like, what's going on with this mouth of yours? I go, I don't know. I haven't been to the dentist in like a decade. He goes, all right, well, don't make any plans, because we got a couple things we're going to have to take care of. And you know what? The great thing about Dr. Matt Young, he can do it all. Whether it is actually, let me read you the entire list. He's got the comprehensive dental care that he offers, including cleanings, standard fillings, implants, veneers, orthodontics. He also does emergency care, oral surgeries. In fact, that's one of his specialties. He specializes in implant surgery. So if you need like a new tooth, nice new shiny tooth, he's going to take care of that for you. Also specializes in implant restorations. But most importantly for me is his demeanor and the work that he does. Like, the guy is so chill and so calm and so relaxed that you can't help but become chill, calm, and relaxed. And that goes a long way for a guy like me who's uptight, gripping the armrests on the chair and stuff. But it's not like that with him. He's a very, very cool dude, big Giant fan, very easy to talk to. And like Tony always likes to celebrate, he's open all week, but he's also open on Saturdays, Tony. And I know for you, like a Little League dad, your time is at a premium, dude. You got to take your opportunities wherever you can get. So those Saturday appointments go a long way for a guy like you, I know.
Oh, no question, dude. Saturdays is a money spot. You don't find a lot of people in the medical field that are open on the weekends. So I'd like to thank Dr. Young and the Young Dental Group for being open on Saturdays, and not just open for like a small window. They're open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And they're in San Francisco. You know what's fun? I would parlay. No, seriously, I would parlay like a day in the city on a Saturday, and then go to the dentist, go to Dr. Young first in the morning on a Saturday morning, and then parlay that into a kick-ass day in San Francisco. Go to the park, man. JFK Drive is closed. I just cruised my bike through there the other day. But you can start your day off, take a great Saturday in the city, then you can enjoy yourself. And by the way, Paulie, you said don't sleep on taking care of regular reps at the dentist.
Yeah.
Like Curry's getting reps, like he's getting his hammy's getting repped, and he's getting all kinds of reps every day on his hammy.
Yeah.
Get your reps in the dentist.
Yes.
Go see Dr. Young. Don't sleep. Don't let it go. Because like when Paulie, Dr. Here, I got some sound, by the way. Dr. Young asked Paulie, why did you let your teeth go so far?
I don't know.
Okay, so like Spicoli,
Okay.
I don't know.
I want to play too. Tony, let me play along. Here's Dr. Matt Young. When I met him the first time and I got in his chair and he put the light on me and stuff, and then he's like checking out my mouth, he's poking around. You know what the first thing he said to me was?
What the hell? What the hell?
He was like, what the hell? How long's it been? What are you trying to prove here?
What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Anyway, Dr. Matt Young, he's open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., 5 days a week, Saturdays 8 to 4. Call him, talk to him, enjoy him. See, you'll see. You'll become a dedicated patient at Dr. Matt Young once you place that initial phone call. 415-392-8611. You can also email him any inquiries at info@youngdentalsf.com. From Dr. Matt Young to Carlos De La Fuente, a couple of heavyweights now. And by the way, I'm very, very happy and proud to have Dr. Matt Young as a sponsor, as I am happy and proud to have Los D as a sponsor. Known as Los D on the streets, Carlos De La Fuente, his pen name, 925-250-4894. That's his number. Very, very easy guy to talk to. And if I may, not that he's not the guy's an expert at what he does, but he's also like just a really cool dude. Yeah. We talk a lot of Warriors. We talk a lot of music. He's a great guy to hang out with, as you were going to see. And that's what makes me feel really good, Tony, is that our sponsors, our 3 sponsors so far, are all really good people. And we all get along very, very well. It's not like we're representing something we don't believe in. Los D is here to help all of us. And he already has. He's already helped people in the Polymac particle community. And Los D has recently partnered up with an amazing lender who can do HELOCs and standalones. And these are basically for people that don't want to mess with their low interest first mortgage. And I totally get that, because I got one of those. I got a really good rate on my mortgage, and I don't want to mess around with it. So that's something Dr. Young, that's something Los D can offer. And again, I like to tout this, Tony. No appraisal fees associated at any time, no escrow, no title fees. Once you get into a working relationship with Los D, your time is at a premium, as we just talked about with Dr. Young, and the same goes for Los D. He knows, man. He knows how busy everybody is. So he can usually get a deal together and then a closing happening within 8 days. So he's going to be very, very aware and considerate of your time. And I'll say one more thing about Los D. He's licensed in California. So again, we like to play the geography game in the great golden state of California, no matter where you are, Tony, from Willits to Walnut Creek, from Concord to, Pacifica. You know what I mean? No matter where you are in the state of California, it doesn't even have to be Bay Area specific. Hell, you could be way out in the mountains. You might be up at Mount Shasta looking for Sasquatch sightings. You know what I mean? That's great, because Los D can help you even if you're in Shasta, licensed throughout the state, and can work with any property in the state, Tony.
So, Paulie, and also too, he can do out-of-state loans as well. We were talking about that the other day. He can do out-of-state loans if you have a situation where you're looking to do something out of state.
Yeah.
Still, call or email Los. And also, you see the scroll on the bottom on the ticker. He's talking about VA loans. If you need a VA loan, inquire about that. And also, lastly, Paulie, I just want to talk about Los, the person. Dude, Los, just out of the kindness of his heart and him having a lot of experience with YouTube broadcasting and social media broadcasting, goes, you know what? I want to just shoot the shit with these guys. Let's get on a call. And we had a great rap session, productive rap session. And it had nothing to do with flex funding or our partnership with Los as a sponsor. It had everything to do with just buddying up and talking about the show and about his just lending his experience of what he's already been through broadcasting on social media. So Los, you're just a righteous dude, and that's why we decided to partner with Los, everybody. And I just wanted to give you a little vignette of why we trust Carlos, right? Why we trust Carlos. And shades or no shades?
Shades. It's a shades. It's a real talk Thursday. So let's get some real shades on Los. And by the way, Noemi playing the geography game from Eureka to Yorba Linda. Leah Phillips from Sea Ranch to South Lake. Let's see, from Joe Schmo from Eureka to Yuma. I love it, man. Keep them coming. We got all the geography down. And that's how you got to be thinking about Los D. It doesn't matter where you are. That's why we play the geography game. Don't feel like, well, I'm all the way out here in the middle of nowhere. Tony, I'm up in Guerneville. Okay. I'm up in Garberville, dude. I'm hanging out with the Wookiees with their pit bulls on ropes for leashes. You know what I mean? I'm up there. I'm in Garberville. You can still talk to Los D. He can definitely help you out. Even if you are a Wookiee, you could go to Los D with your dreadlocks and be like, hey, Los D, I'm a Wookiee. Can I still get a deal? Los D is going to be like, bro, I got you covered. Let's talk about loans. You know what I mean? He'll take care of you. So thank you, Carlos. We freaking love you, buddy. Yes, T.
Love you too. You could be a Trustafarian, and we see a lot of those on tour, right?
Yeah.
Don't we?
Hey, someone's got to manage, Tony. Someone's got to manage their money. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So all those trustafarians out there that are just basically tour hoppers, you get in touch with Los. He'll help you out. He'll be able to provide even better ways for you to keep tour hopping.
I don't want to say this guy's a trustafarian, but he is like a upper echelon hippie, because there's different like social stratas in the hippie community. You got your Wookiees, your lot dwellers, you got your spinners in the hallway, and then you've got your trustafarians, which is a term of like a Rasta kid who just comes into a great enormous amount of daddy and mommy's money, and then he uses that money to go on tour with the dead. We've been seeing that for years. You know who's playing that game at a very, very high level? And I'm not saying he's a trustafarian, but I am saying he's got the bankroll to do whatever he wants. It's Paul Winston from Sweetwater, dude. I'm dead serious. He's at every show ever played. If there's a dead show going on, you can find Paul Winston. And I saw him at the Sphere a couple of weeks ago, dude. Nice. Between set breaks of the first night, he came down and shout out Paul Winston out of Mill Valley. And by the way, while we're talking Sweetwater, he owns the joint in Mill Valley. I'm going to be doing a gig with the Freestone Peaches on October 4th. I know it's a few months away, but go ahead and circle it. I think it's a Saturday. So we're going to rock that place, and the Freestone Peaches are always killer. I'm going to get on the mic for a few songs. Yes, Tony.
One last thing about Los. For those listening to the audio version only, call Carlos De La Fuente at Flex Funding at 925-250-4894 or email Los at carlos@myflexnow.com. Now, Paulie.
Yes, sir.
One of my favorite Springsteen songs. I'm just going to sing it for you, buddy, because it's like the theme of today's show. Come on, rise up.
Yeah.
Come on, rise up.
Yeah.
So who, Paulie, is going to rise up before we get to bookmarks, because we got a lot of bookmarks to get to today. We also have clothes in the attic with the special t-shirts from our drawers or our attics, I should say. But who do you think, Paulie, strength in numbers is going to be put to the test tonight in Minnesota? Who do you think will rise up for the Dubs?
Okay, before I give you the answer to your question, can I give you a side note? I got to take you on like a little diversion, and I am sorry. Okay, so I meant to say this last night because it was in my head all night, but I just never got around to it. So, Tony, you've kind of abbreviated the strength in numbers motto to SIN. SIN, sin.
The ultimate sin, Paulie.
The ultimate sin. And then I started thinking, like, where have I heard this before? Dude, you know what's so funny? If you go back to and I bet you John Joseph is going to be with me on this, dude. This is my heavy metal brother in arms out here, John Joseph. Rags knows this too. If you go to like the early Motley Crue albums, okay, Tony, and I'm talking like Shout at the Devil, Theater of Pain, you know what I mean? Too Fast for Love. You read the liner notes, dude, there's an advertisement for the Motley Crue fan club. Want to know what it's called?
What?
The Sin Club, dude. The freaking Sin Club. It's called the Strength in Numbers fan club for Motley Crue.
Yeah.
You believe that? So they did, dude. The boys on the Motley Crue guys tapped into that concept even before Jumpin' Joe Lacob got his hands on it. So yeah, the Motley Crue fan club. I just thought you guys should know that is called the Sin Club, which stands for Strength in Numbers. Wild.
Is there an umlaut over one of the letters in that title? I hope there is, because of Motley Crue's use of umlauts.
You know what? I don't. Yeah, I don't know if there are umlauts, but I think we should start utilizing those too. Like Creative Tony, I want an umlaut over the O in Tony, and also Bay Area Sports Collective. Can I get an umlaut over the A in Bay Area? You know what I mean? Why not? Just throw an umlaut up there. It can't hurt. Yeah.
I owe this to our viewers from last night. I put a very small image of Ozzy's Ultimate Sin, so I'm going to give everybody a taste of a better view of the Ultimate Sin record cover. So there's the record cover. That's what, because the acronym for strength in numbers is SIN, and we need the Ultimate Sin basically tonight until Curry gets back. So look at this album cover. Just take a peek. Look at Ozzy's face on the. Is that a gargoyle or is that
we don't know. We're not sure. He's got vampire fangs. I don't know what he's doing in this one. Yeah, we're not sure.
Did they use Robbie Ray's ass and leg on that woman? Is my question.
Very good. See, I think Robbie's pants are tighter than that girl's pants. To be totally honest with you, Robbie Ray, he's like, I ain't going to stand for this. I'll tighten mine up if I have to. Yeah. Shout out to Ultimate Sin. Shout out Killer of Giants. I got the album on vinyl. Don't make me have to prove it, but I do. All right, Tony, I want to answer your question. Who's going to step up tonight? The obvious answer, or I think the guy everyone's kind of circled.
Sorry. Aaron Cask, dude, you're on it, man. He literally said at the same time I said it, he goes, the chick is wearing Robbie Ray's pants, dude. Yeah. On the Ultimate Sin album cover. Nice call, Aaron Cask.
By the way, Tony, would you mind? Is it possible to do like a side by side, like an exhibit to demonstrate like the similarities? Because that picture you threw a Robbie Ray up last night that spoke volumes to how tight his pants actually are when he's out there. Yeah.
All right. So there's Robbie. Here's Robbie.
Look at that, man. I mean, that's out of control, dude. That's out of control.
I don't know if I can do a side by side, but we can go back and forth maybe. What happened here? So is that back and forth? So yeah, so check out the Ultimate Sin album cover, the woman on the Ultimate Sin cover, and then we'll go back to Robbie Ray real quick.
That's right. Yeah, I think Robbie Ray.
That's pretty damn close.
Not so,
dude.
How about this show? 2 seconds ago, you asked me a Warrior question.
Yeah,
now we're looking at Robbie Ray's ass in baseball pants. I don't know. That's the kind of show it is. I think Robbie Ray is going to win. I do, because he's out here, performing athletic endeavors, and the model on the Ozzy record is just chilling, just holding Ozzy on a leash. She doesn't have the kind of responsibility Robbie Ray does. Okay, Tony.
Now, Paulie, in honor of the white smoke rising in Rome, who's going to rise up for the Dubs tonight?
I see the white smoke rising, but we're having a good time today with the song parodies. I got he's an American Pope. Woo-hoo. I'm sorry, it's Thursday. What do you want from me, man? Tony, I got to say, I think it's going to be Jimmy Buckets. And I think that's why I think we all know it's going to be Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy Buckets is the kind of guy who can single-handedly take over a playoff game. We've seen him do it I watched him drag the Miami Heat to the final single-handedly a couple of years ago. Is Jimmy Butler still the same player? I hope so. I mean, I really hope so. We know that he can still control a game. I love the way he plays at his own tempo. He makes the game kind of come to his pace, which I love. He doesn't try to speed up or slow down. He just does Jimmy Butler tempo, and then you got to kind of adapt to that if you're a defense. Can he still take over a game single-handedly? We're about to find out. We're going to find out. Now, Jimmy Two-Ply, Tony, that's a factor. Jimmy Two-Ply is still out here. He's not feeling great. You got to keep that in mind. He is not 100%. So I'm not sure that he can physically do all the things that he would like to do or we've seen him do in the past. And then there's just his age. He's got a lot of mileage on those tires. So it's going to be this, but that's why he's here. And I think Jimmy Buckets is going to show up in a very big way and lead this team. Now, whether that's getting to the line 18 times tonight, that could be the way, that could be the method. Maybe it's him just putting the team on his back and being a leading scorer, but also they've got other options, Tony, because Buddy Hield has got to be a consideration for that defense tonight. But to answer your original question, I have to say it's Jimmy Butler. This is what he does.
Jimmy.
Oh, sorry, Paulie. Didn't mean to step on you. Sorry. Hey, one more time.
Damn, Jimmy.
Paulie, so of course, like this is Butler's time, just like other players have risen up in the past for the Dubs. I'm looking at the guys like Kevon Looney. I'm looking at a GP2. I'm looking at a Moses Moody. You know, I'm also, is Quentin Post going to get more minutes today? I think he will. I'm also curious to see how the T-Wolves defend and how Father Chris Finch, he's probably leaving church right now as we speak. What their game plan is going to be for defensive, because before it was like take away Curry. I think every team has that game plan of take away Curry. Right. And by the way, did you see the comments? I forget the exact comment, but basically Finch was saying, well, hey, we're gonna not saying that they're gonna play dirty, but that they're gonna basically, if the refs aren't gonna do anything about it, they'll handle it in their own way.
Okay. Oh boy, watch out now. Yeah, everyone's all tough now. All of a sudden, everyone's running their mouths, acting like they're all tough. I did not see those comments. So what? They're gonna. If they don't get the assistance from the refs they're looking for, what, they're going to become a group of tough guys, take matters into their own hands? Is that
here's a quote. He says, the Timberwolves will, quote, take justice into their own hands. Dude.
This is a joke, bro. This is a freaking joke. They're that bent out of shape after one game. This is how uptight they are. This is not a good look for Minnesota.
Hey, Finch, did you not watch the Dubs Rockets series and see how physical that series was and see how physical Houston was? Are you kidding? Dude, it's outrageous. His claims are outrageous, man. And Gobert has got plenty of contact of his own in the paint. So I don't know. Take justice into your own hands. Okay. Okay. I don't even know and I'm curious to see. I'm trying to find out who the referee.
Yeah, how are they planning on exacting justice? What exactly does that involve or entail? What are we gonna do? We're gonna beat somebody? Like what does that mean exactly?
Well, I think you're just going to start being very physical. I don't know. I don't know. And then just see if they call it or. So Tony Brothers leads the referee crew for tonight. So he was in Game 7 in Houston. Hey. Tony Brothers is actually a very good ref, and he is a firm believer of letting them play. So that'll be good.
Couple quick things. Any relation to Dr. Joyce Brothers? That's my first question. And then number 2, I got to shout out Joey C. Bro, Joey C. I see you over there, man. It's been a while. It's great to see you. And thanks for coming by today. Folsom Steed, Aaron Kask, Ian Weiland, Sweet Mad Hatter. There you are with the leg bong. I love it, man. Joe Schmo. By the way, Sweet Mad Hatter, Creative Tony has the leg bong picture. And tomorrow, when we do the mailbag, we'll show that bad boy off. I'm looking forward to that. We're also going to give away the music assignment today so we can get the listeners involved in that before we break the huddle. But anyway, Joey C., great to see you, brother. Go ahead, T. What were you saying?
I was just going to say also Sons of Johnny Lemaster checking in from the Pearl Jam merch line at the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. I mean, so that is just.
Oh, that's last night. That was from last night? Yeah. God.
No, he says he's in line for PJ merch right now. So I'm assuming he's in line right now for Pearl Jam merch at the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. That's a comment he just posted. So,
hey, Sons, have a great show, brother. Have a great show. I hope you get a. You know what? I hope you get an immortality. Give him a nice, big, fat immortality. I'm an immortality fan. You got a problem with that, Tony? The big jam in the middle? I like it.
I don't have a problem with that at all. I hope he gets an Indifference. I like Indifference, too. That's another great track.
How do you feel about me dropping a request for Dissident? Can I get a Dissident out here, or is that too much? Is that too much?
It's Dissident's fantastic. I haven't looked at a recent set list, and they do try to mix them up. They don't just play the exact same set list every show, but I also hope that they get an Oceans. I love the song Oceans off the first album as well. So, or any water. I hope he gets a water themed song tonight at some point. Maybe Big Wave off the Avocado album. So go Suns, enjoy Pearl Jam, dude. And we're living vicariously. And Patty, you're on fire. Patty's on fire. Man.
Patty's always on call. See, you got to understand about Patty. Patty is a high roller, dude. You know what I mean? Remember that? And I got to get myself. You know what? By the way, Tony and audience members and viewers and listeners, I am going to spend time this weekend, Tony, loading up my soundboard. I got a big weekend planned about show specific kind of chores I have to do, and one of them is going to be lining up my or loading up my soundboard. But if you remember the Denzel Washington. The Denzel cut I used to play on Murph and Mac, where he goes, "That's a high roller, dog. That's a high roller." That's Patty from Napa. Patty's a high roller, man. So, Patty, of course you're on a meeting. Don't apologize. Handle your business. Drive that Steve Perry Mercedes-Benz around and just be the gangster that you are. And yes, we do need to get up there. And I want to drive that car, even if it's just in your driveway. I want to take it for a quick spin. And thank you, Patty, as always. Thank you. Yes.
There's an 80s song, female artist, and she said, "Do you want to ride in my Mercedes, boy?" Do you remember
Oh, my song? God. Is that like Nina Cherry or something?
Do you want to ride in my Mercedes, boy, is the vocal.
Hold on. I think I'm about to drop a nuclear bomb, dude. And if I get this right, I want like some kind of Polymac Particle community celebration. Dude, is it freaking Pebbles?
Dude, it is. It is Pebbles, man. It's Pebbles. Yes. Yes,
yes.
Dude, yes.
Give it to me again. I can't believe I came through.
Dude, Pebbles. Do you want to ride in my Mercedes, boy? There you go.
I'll surprise a fool with my pop knowledge. I'll come off the top rope with a Pebbles if I have to. You know what I mean? Yes, I like the Grateful Dead and Black Flag and all the other crazy shit, but I will come at you with a Pebbles take. Tony, I'll come at you with a Debbie Gibson take if I have to. Yeah,
I got no problem with Gibson, by the way. And NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC and Patty were both on it with you, Paulie. They both commented Pebbles, man.
We know.
Did Pebbles do stuff with Babyface? I feel like did they collaborate?
No. Pebbles is going way back. Pebbles is going back to like the 80s. I'm going to say Pebbles is free. I think she's free.
Babyface was 80s too. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there's a collaboration.
You could be right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Pebbles is Babyface,
bro. Like McCartney and Stevie Wonder or something. Yeah. I think it was a collaboration. Yeah, it was a collaboration. I don't know if Babyface was in business though back then. You could be right though. You could be right.
Well, let's see, dude. Hold on a second. I'm gonna find this out, man. Yes, guest vocals. Love makes things happen.
Yo,
song by Pebbles and with guest vocals by Baby.
Yo,
I
respect.
knew it, dude.
As Ali G would say, yo, respect. Tony, respect. Put some respect on this kid's name. Between the two of us, we got all your bases covered, whether it's Babyface or Pebbles, we got you covered. All right, Tony, back to the Warrior game, because I want you to tell me. I said I think it's going to be Jimmy Buckets. Who do you think is the Warrior that these guys have to rally around and kind of like look at and say, like, that's the guy that's going to lead us tonight? Who do you think that is?
Do you want to know, Paulie, the beauty of this team is there are so many guys that it could be, that it's totally believable that Pods could be the guy that steps up. It's totally believable that Buddy Hield could step up again. It's totally believable that Quentin Post can have great minutes, and Guy Santos could have great minutes, and GP2 and Moses Moody, even Pat freaking Spencer, you know? Maybe he comes out in warm-ups with a lacrosse stick just to feel familiar, right? Maybe he's just like, you know the whole lacrosse thing. They do.
I do. You know what that's called? It's called cradling, dude. That's called cradling. Yeah, like in hockey, when you're skating around with the puck, that's called stick handling. You know, he's got good stick handling abilities. But in lacrosse, it's cradling, dude. You got to cradle the ball. Yeah,
nice. And the cradle will rock, Paulie. But Paulie,
you know, right. Have you seen Junior? Hold on one second. Let me get Satan involved with this one. Wait a minute.
Have you seen Junior's grades?
That's the cradle will rock. Shout out David Lee.
By the way, you did the cradle. It also reminded me of like the international sign, at least in my mind. When I want fresh ground pepper at a restaurant, I'll do this, right? and I did that with my kids at a restaurant recently. They're like, "Dad, what are you doing? Stop doing that."
Could you demonstrate the pepper again? Could you show me your technique?
I'll be like, "Excuse me, just a little, like that," and then. Usually they get the sign that I want some fresh ground pepper, and I'm very polite about it. I just like fresh ground pepper.
I'm having a crisis. I'm at the crossroads right now, Tony, and I need your help. I do. Because I'm at the precipice, Holmes. Sure, I'm at the freaking precipice of crossing over into some extremely taboo subject matter, and I'm trying to think of whether or not I should take that dramatic step. And I need you to kind of guide me along, because I can go right back to the Warriors and make this a very sports-driven show, or I could take that step into the next dimension and cross the precipice and or cross the threshold or what have you, and get into some kind of questionable subject matter. I'm going to let you be the morality guide here. Go ahead.
First of all,
Utah. Give me two.
Two things, Paulie. I often have two things. First of all, I want to give Los D some love. He says Pebbles is from Oakland. You are so correct, Los.
Damn, I didn't know that. Nice.
And he had that song, Girlfriend, right?
Girlfriend, better. You know he was the best you ever had. Or whatever it was. Yeah, the worst song ever written, but go ahead. Yes.
There's a lot worse than Girlfriend by Pebbles. I got to say that too. Okay. And secondly, we have a lot of time to talk Dubs, okay? A lot of time to talk Dubs, so I prefer that you veer us off the beaten path of Dubs and take us into the nether regions.
All right, well, here it comes. You asked for it. You just remember, you asked for it. Sure. When you did the pepper thing, if you did this, Tony, show me again how you do the pepper one more time.
Hold on. Just like that. But usually because I have one of those tall wooden pepper grinders. I have one here in the kitchen. Like, that's the symbol. Right. My kids were thoroughly embarrassed. Robot Centaur says, Tony, it's a very dad move of you.
All right, well, listen up, man. Listen up. Now, Rags, this involves you, dude, in a very big way here, bro. I'm actually speaking on your behalf. But Rags is one of the funniest guys I've ever met. Like, I just got to tell you right now, Rags and I have been laughing side by side since we were little kids. And Rags has no shame. He has zero shame in his game. So he'll tell you the most embarrassing stuff about himself without blinking an eye. In fact, I think he revels in it. So here it comes. Rags, over the years, has not made a secret about, let's see, how am I going to say this like gently and politely? Like Rags is a regular practitioner of, he's got to hand it to himself, if you know what I mean. Sometimes when a man is alone in the house and the kids are out and your wife is at the gym or whatever, Rags will take that opportunity to, enjoy a couple of minutes between himself and his own desires. You know what I'm saying? He'll explore that side of his personality. So Rags, over the years, has I can't believe we're getting into this, but again, I'm kind of blaming you. Yeah, this guy right here. Mm-hmm. Now, keep in mind, keep an eye on those hands as I get ready to tell you what I'm about to tell you. Now, Rags has developed a variety of techniques, let's say, a variety of different techniques where when he's got to hand it to himself that he can employ different techniques. Now, Tony, he's named them. He's named the different techniques. And if you want me to, do you want me to demonstrate a couple of the techniques? These are
this is all because of the pepper grinder?
Correct. That's correct. That's correct. I'm going to just give you a couple. I'm going to give you a couple, and then we're going to move on. I don't want to go too deep into this because I understand this is probably going to upset some people. And we didn't come to Paulie Mac Show to hear about how Rags pleasures himself. Well, sometimes, though, this is where the current takes us. So Creative Tony's doing the pepper thing, and I started thinking, geez, that looks an awful lot like some of the techniques Rags has showed me over the years. So, for example, here's one. Rags says, and the whole thought is like, Rags is like, you got to spice it up. You can't be doing the same thing every time. Variety is the spice of life. Okay, here it comes. Boy. Tony, may I demonstrate the 1 potato, 2 potato? Okay. The 1 potato, 2 potato. And then there's maybe my favorite of them all. This is my favorite of them all. Tony, the octopus. You got me? The octopus. And these are all Rex techniques. The fire starter. Dude, the fire. I'm not doing the fire starter, Rex. I'm not doing the fire starter. Anyway, I just wanted to pass that along. Tony, you did the pepper grinder, and maybe Rex incorporate that. Rex, incorporate the pepper grinder into your resume there. But again, I thought maybe the octopus and 1 potato, 2 potato could be enough for today to demonstrate. And try it at home, kids. If you feel inspired, you go ahead and try that at home. Just send Rags a check. That's all. Dude, he needs to be paid. Yeah.
This reminds me of Weird Science when, you told me you were combing your hair, but I was. Oh, Gary, the water's running all day. You're in the bathroom all day. So
I know that his mom drops a tossing off. You're in the bathroom tossing off. And then can you give me Hall's response? It's the greatest of all time.
He goes, but I forget it. Reading a magazine, I forget exactly what he says, but he says, I never tossed off to anything.
Yeah, no, his hair's he's getting all frazzled. But dude, when he says I never tossed off, he goes double hands.
He does. He doesn't go double hands pepper grinder. He goes double hands.
Like sideways. Yeah. He's almost like going sideways, by the way. I don't know what anyway. Mom, I never tossed.
Dude, and the best is the dad sitting in the recliner saying, the water's running all day.
Yeah. And then at one point he's like all messed up. He goes, get me the goddamn telephone. I'm calling the police. When the lady, what's her face? Kelly LeBrock. Yeah. Dude, get me the damn
phone.
Out of
shape, Al. I'll kick your ass. I'm taking Gary to a party. Okay.
Yeah. Chains, dips, whips, the whole thing. And by the way, dude, I think Kelly LeBrock's got like one of those lace gloves on her hand. It's like a lace fingerless. Yeah. Y'all out of shape, Al. I'll kick your ass.
Kick your ass. He's tapping on his chest. You're tapping on his chest.
Intimidating him. I'll kick your ass. Okay. Anyway, Tony, fantastic diversion right there. Rags, thanks for playing along. I'm just telling him nothing I told you today wasn't true about Rags and the octopus and all this other stuff. So down the road,
hold on. Paulie,
yeah.
Well, just in review already, it's not even noon on Thursday, and you've already told us that Winks used to wear diapers.
True.
To impress a girl, and Rags names his different hand motions and hand positions for
techniques.
Techniques. So, dude, again, I thought I had an adventurous high school years, man. You put me to shame on a daily basis.
Well,
dude.
no, this kid.
Respect. Tip of the cap, man. Respect.
Yeah, no, a lot of respect. And it's crazy. I've seen, anyway, that's just a couple. There's a multitude of different techniques he can offer. But I thought we'd start slow with the octopus and one potato, 2 potato.
Dude,
just for
it all started because of the pepper grinder, and I really meant it sincerely. And now I know why my kids were very embarrassed and saying, Dad, what are you doing?
Very good. Yeah, very good. That's
and
good.
I gotta say, Robot Centaur said, Tony, next time maybe you should just get the server's attention without the hand gesture, and then ask for fresh ground pepper instead of making the gesture. So I apologize.
No need to apologize. Tony, final thing. I want to go a couple more things on the Warriors, and then I want to get into the bookmarks.
What? Nice serious segue.
I'm trying. Awesome. I got to try to go back. What? Go good?
That was great. I want to get right back into the Warriors, Paulie.
I did. And by the way, I want to go back. No, I do. I want to go back, Tony. I want to take it all the way back. And I got to say, on your guy Moody and Pajemski, both of those guys kind of had, I thought, not bad games in game one, but they weren't up to their usual standard. So I actually think Moody and Pajemski are going to look and play a lot better tonight. I also like what you said earlier, Tony, about Kevon Looney. I think Looney gets some big minutes tonight, and I think we feel the impact of those minutes on the game. Go ahead. What do you got, T?
I was also going to say it to me, Santos. Guy, say it to me, Santos might have some clutch minutes tonight, too. The only thing that scares me, and I think Folsom Steve on the comment line said, those guys, sorry, this is going to be a 30-point blowout. And dude, there is that possibility that that Edwards and everybody on the T-Wolves come out and they're unconscious, kind of the way Draymond was last game. But what also worries me is that Vegas has the T-Wolves as 10.5-point favorites.
Ooh, really? I didn't see that. 10.
Yeah, that's a big margin for a playoff basketball game. So I don't know, man. Like Steve Kerr. When you are led by Steve Kerr, I am never, ever, ever thinking the Warriors are out of it. So I feel like, and with the strength in numbers, and that the fact that he played 12 guys last game, probably going to see 12 more tonight. Crazy rotations, crazy defensive schemes. Maybe they do that 1-3-1 zone that they've been doing. They do this like I don't know. And I don't really know my defensive basketball schemes as well as say like my brother-in-law who coached high school and college basketball.
Shout out Coach Rob Marcoletti. I'm a fan. Yeah. I'm a fan of Coach Marcoletti. Yeah.
Great basketball coach. He's up at City College with Justin LeBaugh right now, City College of San Francisco. But my point being is that there are ways that they can defensively keep this low scoring like they did last game and try and keep Edwards out on the perimeter. Because I think he's more effective when he drives, kind of like Jimmy Butler, right? So
and we saw that he did start to drive. Ann Edwards did, but not until like late third quarter, fourth quarter in game one. He started taking it to the rim, and you're right. Every time he took it to the rim, he converted.
Zach Sancho. I did not know this. He says they were the Dubs were. The T-Wolves were 7.5-point favorites in game one. So that's interesting, Zach. I did not know that.
That's a pretty big spread too, and I think that I think that you're right. I mean, listen, Minnesota's going to come like they're shot out of a cannon tonight. They're going to have to because they were flat the whole game, and maybe it was a long layoff. I don't know what it is. But now if I was on Minnesota, I would look at and I would see blood in the water. You got no Steph Curry. You got embarrassed on your own floor in game one. The whole country is talking about how poorly you performed. You're going to come out swinging. So, yes, if they got to withstand the initial surge that we see from the T-Wolves tonight. But I am not ruling the Golden State Warriors out of this game by any stretch. But I would like to see more than I saw from the Warriors in game two of the Houston series, because game one, they got the win. I thought the Warriors were inexcusably flat in game two of the Houston game. And I don't want that. I want to see more of a fight tonight. And I think we're going to. I really do. And you got to hold the line while Steph Curry is out. So
come on. You can't say that without and not expect a response, Paulie, Hold the line. Love isn't always on time. Come on, dude.
I'm a big fan. I love Hold the Line, dude. I love Hold the Line. Tony, without further ado, can you get us into bookmarks pretty please?
It's time.
Sure, go ahead. Laugh if you want to.
For bookmarks.
Maybe that's how you get your kicks. You and your good time buddies.
PMP style.
I got a flash for you, Joy Boy. Party time is over.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, man, let's go. Let's go.
All right. God, that does put me in a good mood, man. That song just puts me in a good mood, man. That is, you know what? Wow. God. Wow, that's a really good song. And I don't even know where we found it or where we got it, but it's lovely.
It's Joy Boy time, y'all. Joy Boy Jam. It's time. Let's go.
Okay, Paulie, let us get it to bookmarks. And this is, we're going to start off respecting the conclave is where we're going to start off, Paulie. Because we're going to respect the conclave. Come on. Don't tell me now. There we go.
I don't know what he's doing.
News. Okay. Breaking news. Willie Nelson has elected a new pope. How about that? Just to get us started.
Okay, very good. Long may you live, Willie. Keep doing your thing. I'll see you with Shoreline in a couple of months with Bob Dylan. I'll be there.
Oh, that's right, man. God, what's Willie, like 92 now? 93? Like
he's in his 90s. God bless him. He's still gigging. He's going to be gigging until he drops dead. He will die on the road. That's a guarantee. And that's how he wants it. Willie Nelson is going to check out either on his tour bus or on his way to a gig. And that's what it's all about. That's a trip. By the way, that could be a fast forward look at Paulie Mack in like the year 2043 or whatever. That's going to be me in a few more years after the Polymac Particle Show is retired. Anyway, Tony, yes, congratulations, Pope Willie. I got you.
Pope Willie, not Pope Father Chris Finch either. It's Pope Prevost out of Chicago, who was also in Peru, did a lot of time in missionaries in Peru. So
I understand.
First American Pope. Now this is funny, dude. This is a very New York themed bookmark.
I saw this last night.
Okay. Yeah,
yes.
This report. Okay, let me. I got to get this into it. Come on. I want to get this. Come on. Let me get this to a larger video because I want to
blow it up, big thing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
So this is post game in Boston last night, and this lady is flipping out because the Knicks fans have invaded Boston and essentially taken over the arena. So Tony, let this roll. This is hilarious.
And this is post game. The Knicks, they wouldn't leave. They wouldn't leave the arena. No. So here you go. Here you go. Security guards. Oh man. Yeah. I mean, get them out. They're not leaving.
Look at this kid with the jacket.
Dude. Nobody's moving.
No. I want them out. Lady, you ain't moving these guys. Knicks in 4.
Dude. Oh my God, man. Oh, that is.
No, these guys, dude. New York is going to be. Oh my God, on Saturday when they go back to Madison Square Garden. Yes. God help the world if the Knicks win Game 3 and they go up 3-0 on the side. What do you expect in that series? By the way, can the Knicks close this, or does Boston come? Do they wake up and fight back?
I have to think that Boston gets one of the two in New York. I mean, Jesus. If Boston goes in and loses Game 3, then obviously it's over, man. I still think the series is over. I think the Knicks win the series. But I still think Boston gets a game in New York. But I could be wrong, man. I could be wrong.
Tony, so thank you for putting this in there. I saw that last night when I was cruising around. I found another compilation video of New York Knicks fans last night after the game. We don't have time to show it today, but I'll send it to you. We can put it in for tomorrow. And, dude, in the it's like it's quick cuts to like 100 different Knicks fans talking mess. And all of a sudden there's this one guy who goes, yeah, fuck Mark Wahlberg. Like in the middle of the whole thing, you get an F Mark Wahlberg. It's pretty funny. Anyway, Tony, keep it coming. Now, what's this?
I don't know. I didn't put this in here. Did you put this in here?
I don't think so.
It says this is our court now.
That might be some kind of Jalen Brunson reference. I'm not sure what the work boots mean. I have to imagine that's got something to do with the Knicks and Brunson. So, yeah, but boots on the freaking leprechaun. Yeah.
I mean, maybe in the comment line, there's a translation that somebody can help us. Let's see. I'll wait for it. Let's see. Oh, the robot sent out a question. I'll get to that in a second, but let's get back to bookmarks. So keep rolling here.
Yeah, keep scrolling. Yeah.
Oh, there's the same woman. That's the same woman. It's the same security woman. They made a little short.
She's taking on like New York's hardest here. Not a good idea, lady. Just go home. Just go home.
Paulie, can I convince too? Like, Paulie, is it GIF or GIF? Does anybody know the
GIF? Like good GIF? I think GIF. Tony. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, because
GIF peanut butter, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and GIF has a J, so it's got to be GIF, right?
I would think. I've always said GIF, but I've heard GIF, and I'm not cool enough to know if it's okay. Dom, you said you just put no J, so it's GIF. All right, thank you, Dom. GIF. God, can I sound like a bigger
emo boy?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna call you an emo boy. Yeah, I don't even know what this is. What's this one, T?
Okay, here we go. Oh, this is you. You put this in?
Oh, yeah. This is out of the. By the way, I'm a big Equalizer fan. That's Denzel. You guys down with the Equalizer? I'll watch 1, 2, or 3. Let's go to Italy if you need to, because I recommend Equalizer 3. It's on Netflix. Check it out. So this is Equalizer 1. I got Denzel being confronted by the Russian mob. We just watch how quickly he takes the gun out of this guy's hand. But the caption made me laugh. The Cleveland Cavaliers are the most disappointing team in the NBA. This is Denzel representing the Boston Celtics being the biggest disappointment. Here we go. It might not be translating. I don't know.
Again, like a million times. Here, hold on. Let's go.
Yeah, it's hard.
You get a slow-mo. He grabbed. Look at that.
Yeah,
grabs the wrist and the gun at the same time, and just turns it. Look at that.
Look at it, face change too. So that's basically the Boston Celtics taking the gun away from the Indiana Pacers as the biggest disappointment in the NBA postseason. And by the way, 2 nights ago was the first time in, I think, NBA history that all 4 road teams won opening nights on opposing floors on the road as road teams. Pretty wild. Okay, Tony, keep it moving.
All right, this one says, a big Nick Energy says, sit the F down, Jason Tatum. And look at Brunson. I mean, just take a good long look.
I know. Hey, boy, the Tatum face really does work well on a baby's body. I got to say, no disrespect, but it does fit pretty nicely. And I got to say, I don't know what's going on with Tatum. I saw something last night when I was scrolling around the internet, and it just said, it had a picture of Tatum's face looking totally dejected, and underneath it said, Steve Kerr knew.
Yes, so dude, Rod Brooks had the same type of comment saying Steve Kerr knew that's why he didn't play Tatum in the Olympics. Exactly, dude. That's why don't lose faith in Steve Kerr tonight or in this series, because when you got Steve Kerr leading the charge, they're in it to win it. So keep moving. Oh, this is fun. I just thought I'd throw this because for our LeBron.
Yeah, man. Magic.
Look at this. Look at this. And by the way, the trophy for LeBron is the asterisk trophy. Let's just not forget about that as well.
Dude, that so-called championship was after a 60-game regular season with no fans in the gym. Cut the crap. Cut the crap in 2020. It doesn't count in my mind. It's a totally fraudulent thing. And there's LeBron James. That's a good one. I like that team. Magic's got 5. Kobe's got 5. LeBron's got that 1 that he won in the bubble, which isn't even real. So
the bubble. That's right. The freaking
bubble, Tony. The bubble.
This is. I just have to. So let's go back to the beginning of this. I'll enlarge this too. This goes back to winning time and
love winning time.
Winning time. And look at John C. Reilly as Jerry West. Here we go.
No, he's at Dr. Bus.
Dr. Bus, excuse me.
Yeah.
Dr. Bus.
Fuck Boston. Fuck Boston. Fuck Boston. Fuck Boston. Fuck Boston. Fuck Boston.
By the way, dude, Adrian Brody as Pat Riley, he was great. He was freaking great.
Yeah, he was tremendous as Pat Riley. So thought I'd throw that in there. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say one more bookmark, and then we got to get ready to have our tight but loose meeting in the city. Oh, here it is. No, this is what I want. Yeah, see, I need these two. So there's Steph Curry. He's in his chamber, hyperbolic. Yep. He's breathing in special oxygen. He's getting ready. Tony, scroll back up. I want you to see the Ann Edwards thing. Last bookmark of the day.
I got one other bookmark before, and then we'll do 2. We're going to do 2 more, okay?
So you guys tell me if this looks like a couple of mature NBA vets ready to do damage in the postseason. This is after a Game 1 loss. Apparently, it's really funny, Tony. It's great. Yeah.
We've got the numbers that you guys going 12 for 76 over the last 2 games is the worst 3-point shooting in the history of the NBA playoffs. And for a team that was 4th in 3-point percentage.
Yeah, it's funny.
5th, I think 3 points made.
Okay, you got the idea. This is a team. This is a team. This is a guy who wants to be the face of the NBA. And when the reporters are telling him how abysmal their shooting percentage was, it's all fun and games. It's always fun to get my ass kicked at home in the playoffs. We're having a great time. Anyway, I don't know if that looks like the look of a champion, Tony. I don't think so. Yeah, look at my guy. Look at him.
Come on,
man.
Come on. You know, as the best lacrosse player maybe in the history of the game in the sport, and there he is for Northwestern playing hoops, and now he is on the Dubs, number 61, with the shot to make a difference in tonight's game and the series overall, man. It's what a story, dude. Pat Spencer's a gangster, man. He don't care. He is a tough kid, and I'm telling you, you're going to get a big dose of Pat Spencer tonight. All right, Tony, let's. We were remiss, Paulie. We were remiss. We didn't wish Billy a happy birthday yesterday, so I wanted to wish him happy belated birthday today. It's Billy Kreutzmann's birthday yesterday, and 79th birthday for Billy for Billy Kreutzmann. So happy birthday to Billy.
Billy K, happy birthday, brother. I hope you're on Hawaii enjoying yourself, eating good fish and smoking the herb and having a great day. Go look at the water and peace out, my brother. And then thanks for all the grooves over the years. Billy Kreutzmann, one of the drummers of the Grateful Dead. All right, Tony, on to the final words of the show because we do have to get moving today. So I want to start with Los D from Flex Funding.
Okay, before we get to the business of the show, we have to. I thought you wanted to give out the musical assignment real quick.
Oh, dude, thank you, Tony. Thank you.
And I have a shirt. I have a quick shirt. If you have a shirt, grab it. If not, mine. I'm gonna be very quick with this. Just because Jazz Fest is happening tonight.
Yeah,
I want to. My sister brought this back from the Congo Square which is one of the stages at Jazz Fest.
All right.
Here it is, buddy.
Oh, for Christ's sake, bro. When are you wearing? You're wearing that tomorrow. I got news for you. I listen, you're wearing that tomorrow on the show. Period. End of story. You hear me?
Yes, because Jazz Fest. Oh,
You got to go easy on Squatch, man. You're always knocking them around. Yeah.
Well, I like Squatch nice and close to me. So that shirt is from the Congo Square at Jazz Fest, as Jazz Fest just wrapped up in New Orleans. So I just want to say, hope everybody had a happy Jazz Fest, and that's my Congo Square shirt, Paulie. Yeah, I'll wear it tomorrow for tomorrow's shirt.
Thank you, brother. I got my. By the way, I'm wearing my Chris Mullen era Warrior shirt today for Good Particles. You know what I mean, with the Mully. Yeah. Beautiful. Raymond Ritter gave me this shirt a few years ago. I don't bust it out too often, but I wanted to go old school today. The Mitch Richmond, Chris Mullen era kind of Warrior design there.
What's the minute bowl?
Yeah, dude, you ain't kidding. Totally. Okay. Musical assignment. Tony and I had a couple of different ideas. We want to feature like the idea of Steph Curry getting well. So we started thinking about, we're kind of in a place now where we're kind of waiting for updates. We're waiting for health updates. So maybe songs, Tony, about, I don't know, healing, songs about improving yourself, songs about like good vibes. Is that too vague? I'm not sure. I'm asking you. I don't know. That might be too vague.
No, by the way, Mark Wiseman, wear it tonight for tequila shots. That's great, Mark. I will. Paulie, I kind of like that it's vague and that it's more challenging to the PMP Army to come up with something. Like, get creative. That's what we want everybody to do. Get creative with this. Send your vibes to Curry's hamstring. Send your vibes to the universe of the heal. Like, the first thing I think of is Michael Jackson, Heal the World. That's not going to be my choice. But Heal the World, Michael Jackson is a very positive song.
You got your Marvin Gaye's When I Get That Feeling, I Want Sexual Heal. So it could be anything about healing, something about good health, something about getting well, or just something a good vibe song, because we do want good vibes for Steph Curry. See what you can do with that one, you guys, and we'll take it to the air tomorrow. Go ahead, T.
Paulie, refresh my memory when Elaine is singing in Seinfeld, get well soon. We want you to get well. Do you remember that when she's singing it? I forget who she's singing it to. Get well soon. We want you to get well. If somebody on the comment line can help me out with that, who is Elaine singing to? I can't remember who she's singing to.
I think it might be like at an office party or something like that. I think it's like at her office, I think.
Or is that the guy? Is that remember the guy who gets mad at her for eating the juji fruits? He's in the hospital, and it's the guy she's dating, and he says, get to the hospital, and he goes, wait a second, you stopped off and got juji fruits because she was at the movie theater, but maybe she was singing it to him. Anyways, Don Peralta says it was at the office party. Robot Centaur. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Get well soon. We want you to get well. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Tony. And by the way, you cannot use that tomorrow on the musical assignment. I demand an entirely song independent of that Seinfeld riff. Okay.
Yeah.
Los D, Flex Funding. You see him on the text line. He's always hanging out. He's a great guy. He's a friend of the show. He's a friend of mine, a friend of Tony's, and a friend of yours. He's helping people in the Polymac Particle community get into a better financial reality. Los is licensed in the state of California, from Shasta to San Diego, as we like to say. And again, he is partnered with this great lender who does outstanding HELOC loans, great standalone loans, second mortgages. But if you do have one of those low interest first mortgages, Carlos will do his very best to protect that and make sure that stays intact as you go forward. So when it comes to your finances, whether it's a mortgage situation or maybe you just need a loan. Maybe you just need some dough in your pocket because you're up against it right now. College tuitions, private school tuitions. There's always something, dude. You ever notice this? Every time, like, you like something in your house breaks and then like you fix it. Maybe it's like a door. I just put remember when the show started, I had to put a new water heater in, that whole dilemma that was going on for like a week. Dude, every time you're in a situation like, all right, I just fixed the water heater. Now I'm good to go. And then bam, something else breaks right after that. And you're like, shit, how am I going to do this? That might be the time to talk to Carlos. Talk to Los D about putting a couple extra bucks in your pocket to just simply move your operation down the road. Call Carlos and have a real talk conversation with him. 925-250-4894. Carlos at myflexnow.com. That is the way you can reach out to him via email. And again, if you're looking to buy, if you're looking for a loan, if you want to talk about redoing your mortgage, Los is the guy to have a conversation with at Flex Funding. He's helped out a variety of people, including Renelle Brooks Moon's mom. He did help do a reverse mortgage for her. I think he's done stuff with Don Peralta. And I know he's working with other members of the Polymac particle community right now. So don't hesitate. Very easy guy to talk to. Nothing to be nervous about. And again, no appraisal or hidden fees of any kind. No escrow or title fees, and fast closings with Low Steve, usually averaging 8 days, Tony.
You know, he just wants to help. He said it in the comment line earlier in the show. He just says, I want to help people out in their situations. That's what he loves about his job. He's in a job that he loves. It's like we always joke around about how if you're doing something you love for work, you're really not working. That's how I kind of felt about KMBR for 25 years, whatever it was. I know you felt the same, Paulie, but Los feels that way with Flex Funding too. It doesn't feel like work because he's helping people out. He's just trying to help people out with situations, and he's trying to. If you have a specific situation, like you were talking about in the state of California, anywhere in the state of California, he's also able to do things out of state as well. If you approach him with an out of the box thinking idea, get to it and give Los a call. Or email him, Carlos De La Fuente, 925-250-4894, Carlos at myflexnow.com. Yes, P.
Well, how about Don Peralta checking in? He goes, hey, Los D, thank you. Thanks to Los D and his services, Stellar Design and Peralta Arts will grow because of your help. That's exactly what we're talking about, man. He can help your business, help your financial reality if you find yourself in a jam. And go ahead, Tom.
And on that note, quick, Paulie, I said this at the beginning of the show, and I want to reiterate that the other day, Los just reached out and said, hey, guys, let's have a rap session. I want to catch up with you guys, see how you're doing, see how you're feeling about the show. And hey, I know a little bit about doing shows on social media, and I can add some advice or give you if you guys have any questions. That's the kind of guy he is. We didn't ask him to have a call. He just reached out and said, hey, let's have a rap. That's the type of dude he is. You know, it's like what's his name? Mr. Rogers said, the guy who played Mr. Rogers, he always said, look for the helpers, look for the people in times of need, look for the helpers. Los is a helper, right? So that's all. I just want to
shout out Los is a helper, shout out Hamburger Helper, and shout out I get by with a little help from my friends. All great helping concepts. Tony, thank you very much. And also shout out to Nikki DiFrancesco, who's going to be playing baseball at San Quentin this weekend.
Nice.
Okay. Look at you. Look at you. By the way, you know, it's really funny. When my kids were really little, somebody from San Quentin, like one of the officers over there, used to listen to Murph and Mac, and they sent me a San Quentin. In fact, I probably have it in this room. Anyway, I have a San Quentin baseball hat. And when my kid was little, James, he used to wear that thing every day. He had no idea it was a San Quentin jail baseball team hat, but it was like the Major League Baseball logo of like the guy in the batting stance, but he's behind bars. Dude, it's a great hat. And James wore that thing for years as a kid. Tony, as we transition to Dr. Matt Young.
Huh? As we transition to Dr. Young, Ralph Barbieri was a big believer in helper in San Quentin.
Yeah. Oh, Bob Myers, dude. Bobby Myers used to play basketball at San Quentin all the time. He might still be doing that, actually. Balling with those guys. That must be a rough court, dude. Imagine going to San Quentin to play basketball. You better not be looking for fouls on that court, dude. All right. Anyway,
father Chris Finch to play a little basketball at San Quentin, and then he won't be sending clips of how rough the Warriors were on Rudy Gobert. Come on, man.
I know, Mr. Tough Guy, Chris Finch. By the way, here's my my recipe. If you do go to San Quentin and play basketball, and let's just say you take an elbow to the chops, next thing you know, you got a loose tooth. You know what you do? You go to call Dr. Matt Young. You say, hey, Dr. Matt Young, I was playing basketball at San Quentin. I took a stray elbow to the mouth. I think I got a loose tooth. You know what he's going to say? Sit down in my chair, relax. Tell me what kind of music you want to listen to. We're going to get you through this in no time at all. And that's exactly what the experience is like with Young Dental in San Francisco on Post Street in Union Square. The Young Dental Group has been taking care of me and my family for over a decade. They can do great things for you as well. If you're uptight about going to the dentist, listen, I totally get that. That's why I'm happy to speak on behalf of Dr. Matt Young, because you would not find a more uptight patient in the world other than Paulie Mack. I mean, I'm at the top of that list. And now I kind of look forward to going in. Like I do. I kind of look forward to hanging out with Dr. Young. I know it's going to be good. I know my teeth are going to be in good shape. And I know it's going to be a stress-free experience, which is extremely important to me. Kidding aside, it can be, you know, a nerve-wracking thing to go to a dentist. And if you don't have like rapport with that dentist, or you're uncomfortable with that person, it's going to be a hellish experience. And that is why, again, Dr. Matt Young is such a great choice to take care of all of your dental needs. He's been in business 25 years. He specializes in implants. He can do, you know, your standard cleanings and your root canals, your fillings, your emergency cares, all that stuff. He does it all. And he does it with a smile and a very friendly hand. 415-392-8611. Give him a call. Tell him where you are. If you've been neglecting your teeth for years, don't even sweat it. Just be honest with him, and he'll help you out. info@youngdentalsf.com, Tony.
Yeah, man. And just to reiterate, Saturdays, they're not open just for a couple hours Saturday mornings. They're open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. And I try to bring my kids up to the city a lot just to make sure that they are aware. I know San Francisco is taking a beating, in the public eye for the last few years, especially when you got athletes making public comments about, I don't want to play in San Francisco, blah, 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 blah. I still love the city of San Francisco deeply. And so he is right in Union Square on Post Street. Dr. Young is in the Young Dental Group. Take advantage of a Saturday. Go to the dentist in the morning and then spend the whole day in San Francisco. It's great that they're open on Saturday. Yeah. So take advantage of that. 415-392-8611. So yes, thank you for being open on Saturdays so we can do that.
Thank you, Tony, very much. And I can tell you again, he does great work. He's been doing great work for me for over a decade, and he can definitely do the same for you. And Tony loves San Francisco. Dr. Matt Young, he lives in the city. He is San Francisco. Tony, you know what else I need right now? I need Noemi. PMP is what community is all about. Thank you very much. That's kind of what we're trying to foster here, and it looks like it is working. Like, this thing has come together really nicely in a very short amount of time. We only launched this show in January, and already I do feel like I've known you guys forever. And some of you I have. Actually, some of you I have known forever. And then there's a lot of other new faces. So, Noemi, thanks so much. We'll see you soon. We're going to announce the next watch party any day now. We're working on that as we speak. Tony, Professor David Lee Roth dismissed the class. I'll see you in the city in about 50 minutes for this meeting. But go ahead and give me some Dave.
And before I dismiss Dave, I just want to remember to warn everybody that Father Chris Finch and the Timberwolves are going to, quote, take justice into their own hands tonight. Into their own hands tonight.
Tough, brawling Minnesota Timberwolves. Oh, they're striking fear into the hearts of everybody. I'm terrified, Tony. Terrified.
Same here.
Yeah. Hey, Matt Stenson. Yeah, thank you, Tony. Matt Stenson. Feel you on Dr. Jimmy, man. I played that one a couple of weeks ago on the musical assignment, Dr. Jimmy by The Who. Robot Centaur, Stevie B, Noemi, Panaki, Patrick Patton, Robot Centaur, Don Peralta, Rags, Los D. Let's see who else we got out there today, Tony. We got Patty from Napa, of course, John Joseph. You're a staple. We love you. Tony, I think that's all I can do. Gas up your rig. Point it towards San Francisco, the city you claim you love so much, and I know you do, and I do too. And I'll see you there. I'll see you in about 50 minutes. Hey, everybody, have a great Thursday. Rags has got a new technique now inspired by Tony. He's calling it the pepper grinder. Very good. And again, you doing the pepper grinder is what inspired that whole riff.
And you got to space it out, man, because it's a tall pepper grinder. If you do that, I understand.
But listen, if you're not, you can't space it out like Tommy Lee unless you're rocking Tommy Lee attributes. You know what I'm saying? If you're not bringing Tommy Lee attributes, you're probably going hand to hand. But if you're going Tommy Lee attributes, now you can pepper grinder with some space. Anyway, I can't believe we're talking about this. Hey, have a great Thursday. Go Dubs, blank the T-Wolves. See everybody right back here tomorrow. We'll dissect Game 2 in all of its glory. And I'm expecting good things. Giants off today. We'll talk about their weekend series in Minnesota tomorrow as well. We'll see you tomorrow at high noon, everybody. Go Dubs.
Peace, y'all.